What's up, everybody? Welcome to Table Stories, Witchcraft and Wizardry. Sorry for the technical issues. OBS decided to crash. I can't tell if it's Stream Deck or OBS that did it. It's one of the two, I'm pretty sure. But when it tried to load that video, it was like, nope. No, thank you. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Welcome to the show. Hope everybody's ready to get magical. And you have your wands and rule books ready. Please. We're down a Colo this week. She's feeling under the weather. So we'll have her join us. She's actually out, I think, for next week as well. So we're going to have Colo join us in a few weeks. She'll be coming back. But maybe next week we'll have a guest on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can have somebody hop in.
Mean. Too mad.
Would she have like a panic attack if she?
Yeah,
did?
I think so. Yeah, anytime I think she thinks it's
like,
so embarrassing.
Yeah, I feel like whenever we raid her, she's ready to have a panic attack.
I don't know why she started streaming and it stressed her out so bad.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome. It's good to see you. We missed you last week, and I missed my players last week. And I'm excited to get to go to Hogwarts with everybody today. So welcome to the show. If you've never seen the show before, we are joined by these players that are playing characters in year 2 at Hogwarts. They're students at Hogwarts, and we're playing a system that I made. If you'd like to check it out, you can head on over to tablestory.tv/WAW. And you can totally download it and play it. It's completely free. And check it out. And make sure you join us on the Discord. And try stuff out. I am working on the latest version. And I found a bunch of stuff that I wanted to tweak a bit. So that's why it's taking so long. I was actually like ready to release it. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just make a few more tweaks on some stuff. Because I had a few questions and things pop up in the feedback channel and some things like that. So I thought we would I would change a couple things. I would just make a couple tweaks, and we'll see how those go. But otherwise, I think we're ready to hop into the game. So let's go around the room. Let's introduce our players and their characters, and let's get started. Luxie, would you be so kind as to start us off today?
Yeah. Hi. Hi, I'm Lexi Games. Jesus
almost
Christ.
did it. You almost did it. Almost.
I got it. I'm good. I'm Lexi
do the
Games. I'm a
Murgles.
variety streamer here on I play video games, and on here I play Rosalina, who doesn't play video games. I think that Rosalina would actually hate video games. You know those people that are always tweeting like, video games are a waste of time? Honestly, I could see her saying some nonsense like that. She'd be like, I'm happy you're happy, but I'll be outside. Anyways, that's what's up. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, Luxie. Myrtles?
Oh, well, see, I'm sitting over here typing, thinking I'm on mute.
I
but
wish
apparently...
y'all could read what we just learned.
It's a great story. Hello, I'm Murgles. I am playing Clementine, and I've completely forgotten what I say. I stream sometimes. Come see me. Hi, thank you, bye.
Thank you, Murgles. Murgles plays Clementine Goosanders.
Wait, I said that bit.
Did you? I missed that part.
Are you sure?
I play Clementine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you.
Negs?
Hi, hello, I'm Nago Oryx. I am playing Olive Everglade for you today and all days. I'm a full-time streamer here on Twitch, and yay, I'm happy to be here. Happy Tuesday, I missed y'all.
Thank you. Zagonicus?
Hi everyone, I'm Zgodicus. I play Alexander Pepin. He's a written student, and he's good at making things awkward, apparently. So we'll see how the 2 week space from Maisie just helps that situation, obviously. And what other awkward situations Alex can create, I'm sure we'll see. Thanks.
Thank you, buddy. I'm Wax Steven, and I will be the Headmaster of Doom. I will be dragging the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Let's do a little bit of a recap. For everybody and get everybody up to speed. We missed a week, and I think they're just helpful in general. So, on the last episode of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Clem was bullied in potions class by an unknown assailant, an unknown green globule assailant, and her friends came to her aid. Maisie and Olive tried to help. Maisie accused Ashley Indigo of being the culprit and made a bit of a scene. Olive tried to help and jinxed herself, getting sent to the hospital. Alex and Rosie learned some new things in transfiguration and charms. However, Rosalina had a misfire herself and got sent to the hospital wing to chat with Olive. It's almost like a default meeting space. If one of them's not having a fun time in class, they just sort of have a backfire and injure themselves to
Who needs
see
a
a friend.
clubhouse?
Yeah, right? Clem and Maisie started to learn about dragons in potions class and the dragonscale potion. Alex and Rosalina, I think Alex, I don't know if Rosie had the class yet. Can't remember.
Oh, transfiguration?
No potions.
Oh, potions.
Yes, not by lunchtime. Okay, but by dinner time you did. So Alex and Rosie had their potions class as well, and also managed to learn a little bit about dragons and the dragonscale potion. But when Alex started to talk to Maisie about a spell he learned in transfiguration class, well, it didn't go so well. Maisie was having problems with the incantation and a little bit of a mispronunciation, and Alex corrected her, and she got a bit self-conscious about the whole thing. Clem tried to cheer her up, and more awkwardness ensued as they ran into Scorpius and Albus on the way to the hospital wing. Clem used every ounce of her mental fortitude to keep their secret, as her friends tried to pry it out of her continuously, but to no avail. They all met up with Olive, and, they parted ways. Today's session is starting later on in the week. We sit inside a classroom of sorry, gotta find the right one here. Defense Against the Dark Arts. This would be on Friday, and we join Alexander. Alexander, you and Barney are sat down inside again in the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. The professor has not arrived just yet. The students are sort of filing in, but you and Barney have sat down and are getting your things ready. So, what do you think today's lesson will be?
Well, I hope there's some practical elements. I want to cast some spells today. I hope so. Maybe... I don't know. I wouldn't mind learning as long as something cool as well. I don't want anything. Well, Defense Against the Dark Arts isn't really ever boring, is it?
Not really. The only time that I ever find it boring is when we don't learn any spells.
Yeah. I mean...
So a lot of the time, really.
Yeah, but like learning about the dark things you defense against. Oh, the boring stuff is like when they talk about responsibility and defense against dark law and blah blah blah. That stuff kind of's a bit. That's a bit boring.
I suppose so. I've found it interesting to study some of the auras, though. So sometimes the law talk isn't that bad.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'd like some spells today. And then I can practice them over the weekend, and then... yeah. Something to practice would be good.
I hope so. Have you had any more conversations with Maisie? Is she still upset with you?
I'm really confused by that whole thing. I thought I was trying to be helpful, but then apparently I was being like mean and rude, but I didn't feel like I was being mean and rude. But then she felt that way, so I don't know who's right and who's wrong, and now I haven't talked to her since, really.
What about the rest of Swaff? Did anybody else try to help or anything?
Well, I'm trying just not to bring it up because I feel like it's sort of a losing battle. I think people probably like Maisie better than me, so I don't really want to, I'm trying to figure it out. I just need to take my time and think about it. It's probably... I don't get it. It's so confusing.
As you're having this conversation with Barney, you can see several strange things begin to happen in the classroom. As several of the house ghosts begin to meander their way into the classroom. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's a lesson about dealing with ghosts today.
Oh, really? I wonder. Are we going to see Olive's friend, Roger?
He's our friend too. He kind of counts as a Swaff friend. You can consider him a friend. Maybe he'll be here. Maybe they're...
Did he eat a sandwich?
No, he's not a member. He's a friend of.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe they're showing him how the classes go and stuff. Maybe trying to help him remember things from when he was a student, because he doesn't remember a lot.
Hello. Hi. Yes. Hello. Oh, there's nearly Headless Nick and Fat Friar, and look, it's the Grey Lady, and even the Bloody Baron is here.
That's... You don't normally see them all together all that often.
Perhaps you would be so kind as to let me have a bit of that apple. Just a bite, really.
Excuse me, Sir Nicholas?
Oh, yes.
Hi, good to see. I don't mean to be rude. I'm curious as to why you're all here. It's unusual to see you all in the classroom.
Well, it's a bit of a surprise. I'm afraid you'll have to wait.
Oh, that's fine. I like surprises.
That's a good boy, then.
It's a surprise, Barney.
I heard him.
Oh, sorry. I thought maybe you were distracted by something else.
Roger also begins to float into the classroom. See Roger sort of, Nicholas sort of coaxing him in. That's right. In here. You'll be fine. Don't worry. We have to help with the lesson today. Come on in.
Hi, Roger.
Hello?
Thanks for helping with our class today.
He looks at you sort of with a furrowed brow.
I think... Yes, I remember you.
Yeah, we met before. It's Alex.
Alex.
Yeah.
I'm Roger.
Cool.
Roger looks a little bit confused, and Nicholas sort of says,
Come on, we just need to come up to the front of the class here, Roger. Don't worry. No one will bother you. I assure you. Come on. Come on up.
It's at this point that you see the Professor Azolia Bovin, start to walk into the classroom. She has a slender body, shy eyes, and a rather tense-looking face. And she says,
Hello, students. I'm sorry for the confusion today, but we do have some guests. I'm sure you all recognize them. We are joined by a rather new guest today, Mr. Roger Bristlecombe from the Vanished Wing. Yes, so, welcome. Today's lesson will be, in regards...
and as she's talking, you see the rather not so pleasant sight of a certain poltergeist by the name of Peeves start to meander into the classroom. And when I say meander, I mean cause a ruckus, because when Peeves rushes into the classroom, some of the desks get jostled, books start falling off of the desks, and getting all sort of confused. Peeves rushes in. Welcome, fellow ghosties! Welcome to the class! Look at you all! Oh, why wasn't I invited, I'm Peeves, the funniest and greatest of all of Hogwarts! Welcome to class! And Peeves starts to rush around the classroom, sort of knocking things over, and you can see Professor Bovin try to shoo him out.
Peeves! Peeves! Get out of this classroom! You weren't invited!
But surely I'm one of them!
I think we need a Peeves lesson at some point. Like maybe even a whole year for dealing with Peeves.
Professor Bovin waves her wand and begins to incant a spell, and you see Peeves say, "Oh, fine, fine. Such a bother, really." And he rushes out of the classroom as You can see ethereal bits flying from Professor Bovin's wand, shooing him off.
Really? I was hoping to explain Peeves without having the need to bring him into class. As I'm sure you've all guessed, we will be talking today about ghosts, poltergeists, and guy trashes. We'll be starting to look at the people you saw when first entering the classroom. A ghost is, for lack of a better definition, the essence of a person that is left behind after the person dies. They are weightless, transparent, have no physical form, though they do hold the image that the living body had, and cannot do much to affect the physical world around them. They are incapable of touching objects or making the object move. In fact, the only noticeable influences that ghosts have is that when a living person walks through them, the person suddenly feels a chill. Due to their transparent and overall nature, ghosts have the ability to become invisible, so a person may not even know a ghost is in the area unless they walk through the ghost. As a rule of courtesy, you should try to avoid walking through ghosts when possible, though it is unavoidable in some cases. Not only is the chill that you feel uncomfortable, but the ghost may also become offended, since it is seen as rude to flaunt the fact that the person is dead by just walking through them. As I'm sure you're all aware, since the vanished wing has, rejoined our school, it is, of course, very important to know as much as we can about ghosts and proper etiquette when dealing with these students, and how to defend yourself in certain situations. Muggles frequently tell stories about ghosts, but they get them quite wrong in many accounts. We will look at some of the key characteristics of Muggle ghosts and explain why they are wrong. Now, who can tell me the difference between ghosts, poltergeists, and guy trashes? Mr. Pippin.
Can I roll a right about that?
Yes.
Defense against the dark arts is my favorite class.
Awesome. Then you get a +1 to your mind roll. If I read about that.
$15.
Ooh. Okay. So the ghost you've gotten sort of an explanation on already. Poltergeists are similar to ghosts. Poltergeists are spirits, however, that is where the similarities end. Unlike the friendly nature of ghosts, poltergeists are spirits of chaos. They are fueled by chaos and will always inhabit places where people frequently gather. Castles that are used, such as Hogwarts, are the perfect locations for poltergeists to thrive. There have also been recorded cases of poltergeists inhabiting Muggle and magical homes. Guy trashes are ghostly large dogs that will only appear at night. They are pure white, except for their pitch black eyes, and can be extremely vicious. However, what makes these creatures particularly dangerous is their ability to blend into their surroundings until they are right on top of their prey, their favorite of which is humans. They can also be difficult because it is very rare for a guy trash to attack alone. In fact, they will frequently attack in groups of 2 to 6.
And that's all I know about them.
Yes, that is correct. 10 points for Ravenclaw. Well done.
Nailed it.
The lecture continues to go on. Some of the notable things about ghosts that you learn is to never bring up the topic of their death. It is rude to ask about how the person died unless they bring up the topic first. Never draw attention to the fact that the ghost is no longer among the living. Even mentioning something like eating or drinking could cause the ghost to become offended.
Whoops. I think we did that, or I did that, Barney. A couple times.
Always thank the ghost for their time. They like to feel appreciated.
I say thank you a lot, right? All the time, most of the time. I think.
I don't really know. Maybe?
I think it's automatic. If I think I do it and you don't think that I don't, then I probably do. Thank you, Barney.
He just nods his head. Poltergeists. With poltergeists, it's very rare for them to have a visible, distinct form. Some of the signs that you, as magical people, will want to watch out for are as follows. Banging on the walls are generally noises that you cannot explain. Objects suddenly being thrown across rooms, seemingly on their own. Strange, unexplainable smells. Physical attacks from unseen forces. With guy trashes, the main thing to worry about is the fact that they are typically in packs and that they hunt in groups, just like wolves. However, the pictures and whatnot that you see in the books are a bit different than wolves. There's sort of large hackles on them, and they have hair that's very coarse and sort of stringy, and they're a bit more like leaning towards a Great Dane as opposed to like a wolf sort of stature to them. And last but not least, Professor Bovin begins to tell you about the wand, the ways that you can affect ghosts with the wand lighting charm, and specifically the spell that you learned last year and that Olive used very successfully. Lumos Spatifico. So, I would like you to cast a spell for me, please, Alexander.
Okay. I don't have Lumos Spatifico on my spell list, so...
That's unfortunate. Professor Bovin says,
All right, class. When casting Lumos Sportifico, you want to use the same motions that you use with a regular Lumos spell. However, you must, in fact, draw the spell in the air, pointing a bit more towards a target, as if you are drawing a triangle pointing towards a target. And your light from your wand will be quite bright, so make sure not to look directly at it. It is very possible that you could be temporarily blinded when doing so. Now, class, if you'd be so kind. Alexander, come up here.
Okay.
Now, you should be well acquainted with this spell, shouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you show the rest of the class?
Okay.
and you begin to cast the spell. How does it fail?
I think as I start to do it, I start getting like flashbacks of all the shade stuff and Maisie getting taken away, and like all that stuff kind of just piles up on me, and I don't even say it properly, Lumos, but...
Oh no. And you can see like the light goes off, but it goes off the wrong way and just like smacks you in the face. And you gain a condition.
I think I'll go with for the spell going off wrong, dazed, since my mind was wandering away and all this other stuff, and then the light just caught me and yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's get you sat back down. Take a moment. All right, be careful. This is what happens when you accidentally miscast the spell. Students, be very careful to protect your eyes because it is extremely bright. Are you all right?
Professor, I just thought of the shade again and...
The shade? Oh, I'm very sorry, Alex. Do you, are you all right if you sit back down, or would you like to go to the hospital wing?
Yeah, can I go to the hospital wing?
All right. Barnabas, would you be so kind as to help Alexander here to the hospital wing? Oh, yes, I can help. All right.
And Barney sort of takes your arm, begins to walk you off to the hospital wing.
All right, students. Yes, just like that. Lumos Sportifico. That's right. Just cast a spell like a triangle. Lumos Sportifico.
And you begin to walk off with Barney towards the hospital wing.
Are you all right?
No.
What happened? It kind of... I usually don't see you... Well, you're usually really good at doing things like that in class.
Yeah, as soon as I thought about the spell, I just started thinking about the shade and all that stuff, and when it got Maisie, and then everything we did to save Maisie, and then so we went to all that to save her, and then I've been a bad friend, and then I just didn't concentrate on the spell at all, and I thought I was done with the shade stuff. I hadn't thought about it, and then as soon as I thought about it, it was just like it just happened. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I'm still scared. I know it's gone, but I still feel... Does that make sense?
I think it makes sense. I still feel bad about not being able to help either.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was there, I could have done something to help.
Yeah, you probably could have, but it's not your fault that you weren't there. So, I was there and I didn't do something twice.
No one thinks that you were, like bad at helping or anything. I'm sorry, I'm not good with words.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. I just don't feel good when I think about it. And I'd rather not feel like that, but I don't know how to not feel like that. And I don't know. I wonder if everyone else feels that way in Swaff, or if it's just me.
I don't know. I mean, I think we all wish that we could have made it so Maisie wasn't ever taken.
Yeah. I don't know. I should talk to Swaff. See if anyone else feels like it, but I want to just sit for a while in the hospital wing and just try and calm down, I guess.
Okay.
And you head up to the hospital wing. And we switch scenes. It's like third period right now. We see the Hufflepuff students, Rosalina, in the most thrilling of classes, History of Magic. And how does Rosie feel about History of Magic?
I read a book about history of magic once. I got 2 pages in before I decided that I was probably better off doing yoga.
So is that Rosie's general take on the class in general? Like, is she barely conscious like most students?
I think she's trying her best to pay attention. She really is trying, but she's just like, where is History of Magic's class? Are there any windows?
Oh, yeah, there are, definitely.
I think that she's like in the back and she's trying to pay attention, but she's just like secretly like spooning out some snacks and peeking out the window.
Yeah. The students are probably like talking and stuff too. Your ghostly professor is not really the most attentive. Professor Binns is sort of at the chalkboard, probably with I feel like an extra sized chalkboard, and it's just filled with writing. Already, it looks almost like a college level class sort of chalkboard, with like just tiny writing on it, like the whole way through. It's like the equivalent of a full novel is up there, right? And he's just droning on and on and on about some random topic. And today, it's about magic and religion. Yes. He is speaking on the Muggles and their use of religion and its relation to magic. Over time, the Muggles started to fear and condemn these practices and decide they would like to have some of the power themselves, rather than watching others rule as they had all these years. Such feelings coincided with the rise of religions like Judaism and Christianity, which took the lead in being especially well known for contributing to a dramatic change in Muggle-Wizard relations. However, these are not the only religions in the world, nor are they the only ones
ones that have had an impact on the history of magic. In the following sections, we will look at a few small snapshots of non-magical creeds, beliefs, and religions that had ramifications, positive, negative, or both, on the magical world. And he begins to turn towards the classroom, and he says, "Can anyone tell me the difference between Greek rationalism, Confucianism, Buddhism, Hinduism? Anyone?"
Probably different men.
Miss Earthcloud.
Probably different men.
Can you be more specific?
They were probably founded by, like, different men, right? They probably weren't all the same men.
Moving on. He begins to go into all of the intricacies of the various religious relations to magic, and it's actually, I mean, if you look at it from like a step back and not the very specific sort of individual details, it's interesting. I guess, and the class feels very long. It feels extremely long, but there are several Gryffindors that are probably excited about a class that's happening later in the day, as we head to potions class. And we join Olive, Clementine, and no Maisie today, but Lily Luna Potter is there and sitting with all of you. As you begin to set up your cauldrons and things for your dragonscale potion lesson. This is the practical potion making part of the lesson today. And we have, I think we see this group of Gryffindors all by their small cauldrons. And I think these are probably pewter cauldrons, my guess. And I'll let you decide. Where's Maisie? Why didn't Maisie make it?
Ooh, which day of the week is it?
It's Friday.
I would think that in my heart, I don't want to give Maisie a reason to be in the hospital wing. But let's be real, that's where Swaff goes when we're not here. I would imagine it would be like a Quidditch practice related thing where in Maisie's favor, she made like an impressive dive to catch the snitch, but maybe like a beater on her own team accidentally bopped her or something, and she's in the hospital wing recovering. But she's very heroic because she did catch the practice snitch, so.
Midair broom collision, and we just see like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon style Maisie like flattened against the wall and sliding down.
Oh my goodness.
There's sand below. I'm sure it's not horrifically brutal. It's probably fine. I mean, they're wearing, kind of leather pads.
Got some sort of arm.
They're only
jamble
traveling
going
like
on.
50, 60 miles an hour on those little brooms. It's probably fine.
They really don't keep us safe at Hogwarts, do they?
No. Survival of the witchiest, I guess.
It's very soft sand. Yeah, the sand has been spongified. That's what's happened. We see Lily, Olive, and Clem all around their cauldrons. You have your ingredients ready, and I would like to point out the ingredients towards you. Might be something important for you later. The ingredients for a dragonscale potion. The potion is supposed to be a brown color when it is done. And the ingredients are 2 measures of powdered dragon claw, 3 measures of roasted dragon scale, 3 pieces of charred yew bark, the juice of a Hercules dragon beetle thorax, and
Yum.
this is actually a pretty fast potion to actually brew. The brewing time is near instant. But you have to get the measures exactly right, and they have to be prepared exactly right to be added to the potion. So we can see that the class has sort of spread out, and everyone's at their stations. Your professor, Professor Lajulai Griffiths, who has a trembling body, fearless eyes, and a square jaw, is guiding the class.
And make sure that you have the 2 measures of powdered dragon claw, 3 measures of roasted dragon scale, 3 pieces of charred yew bark, the juice of a Hercules dragon beetle thorax. Yes, and if successful, your potion will be a muddled brown color, and the taste is not pleasant. I will let you know ahead of time. It does, in fact, taste rather muddy. However, once imbibing for 5 minutes, you will be granted hard dragon scales. It can be used for a variety of different means, but it is important to note, while the dragon scales are growing, you will be rather itchy. Yes, Miss Everglade.
Professor, how long do the dragon scales last?
5 minutes.
Oh, and then how do we lose them? Do they fall off? Or?
Well, they begin to flake, and there's more itching, and they sort of crumple off. Yes, Miss Goosanders.
Do we get to keep our scales after we shed them?
I suppose.
Cool.
Miss Everglade.
What kind of other potions can we brew using said shedded dragon scales?
Said dragon scales will grant you, no uses that we are aware of currently. There is little to no magic remaining in the discarded dragon scales, unfortunately. Miss Everglade.
So, why does this potion exist?
Dragon scales are one of the sturdiest substances that we know in the magical world. They are rather resistant to all sorts of physical damage, slashing damage, fire damage, and they are, they can be rather rough, almost like a rough stone. Miss Goosanders.
Okay, hi, I'm sorry. So when you make it and you get 5 minutes out of it, that doesn't really seem like a useful amount of time, you know? Like if you're going to enter a battle and you're going to use dragon scales to protect you, like an armor, then you definitely need it for longer than 5 minutes. Are there versions of this potion that last longer than 5 minutes?
Perhaps
And
you
will we
can
be
be the
making
one
those?
to figure it out, Miss Sanders.
Oh, cool.
But for
Okay.
now, 5 minutes. Miss Everglade,
Can we choose or influence the color of dragon scales
No.
that we grow? Okay, all right.
we don't have that long in class, Miss Sanders. Please, only if this is an
But it's
important
really
question.
important. Yeah, it is. It's really important. So, like, what dragon scales are we going to get? Like, what kind of dragon will the scales be from? You know, because there's different types of dragons, and I presume they have different types of scales. And are there potions that give you the different types of scales and for longer?
Yes, specifically the dragon that the scales are harvested from, as well as the dragon claw, determines what the what the scales resemble, I should say. It doesn't often change the color very much.
Cool. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Specifically, the dragon scales that have been provided for us today come from a ridgeback. A Norwegian ridgeback.
Norwegian Ridgeback.
Now, if you could all begin to prepare your ingredients, I'll be moving about to see how you are doing. You may begin to heat your cauldrons and prepare your base solution as well as the ingredients.
Clem,
Yes.
I thought you had some very, very helpful questions. Those
my
were
gosh,
so
so did you.
insightful.
Yeah, yours were really too. And you know, I was able to build on the really good ones that you asked. So I feel like
I
we made a
noticed
really
that.
good team. Yeah.
I was going to ask the thing about why it only lasts for 5 minutes because honestly, I kept thinking about when we were in the Vanished Wing.
Yeah.
5 minutes would not have been very long at all.
Nope.
And the professor did not take too kindly to that line of questioning. Whew. But very good question nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you had excellent questions. And maybe we can write those down so that we can do some investigative stuff later, because he did not really seem very keen to give us real answers.
Honestly, this potion could come in handy. Just saying.
I agree.
If there are dragons at Hogwarts, at least we'll be prepared.
I'm with you. Also, I'm gonna use mine to make like a thing. I'm gonna keep my scales for sure. So I need like a bucket or a bag. Maybe. Oh, I don't have enough pockets.
What kind of thing are you going to make?
I don't know yet. I was thinking maybe I could like use it, and if I put like chainmail, like if I like put little holes in it and stuff, then you have permanent dragon scale body.
A headband.
I could make. Oh my god, I love it. Headbands. Did we just come up with something really cool?
I'm 100% certain we just did.
Oh my gosh.
I hate to be a downer, but from what it says in the book here, the scales become very flaky.
Well, what's that got
flaky?
to do with it?
Well, if they're flaky, then how would you make anything with them?
But they don't stay like scales. We just get full body dandruff.
I think so.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you're using them as hair accessories and they flake apart on top of your head, and they're beautiful, glimmering dragon scales to begin with, we'll just market them as hair glitter.
Glitter! Genius.
The fact that they
Dragon
flake
glitter.
off is a feature and not a flaw.
You're so smart. You're a genius. I'm friends with a genius. Okay, cool.
We're very shrewd businesswomen, Clem. Don't
Yes.
underestimate us. We have very good instincts.
It's true, we do. Both of us, for sure. Okay, so, what do we have to put our things in the thing, right?
Yes, that's usually the first step with any potion making is put the first thing into the other thing.
Okay, cool. I got this. Ooh.
So to prepare the various ingredients, there is a lot of preparation, but as I said, the brew time is very quick. It's all about the preparation here. So you have the different components, which are dragon claw, dragon scale, the yew bark, and the juice of a Hercules dragon beetle thorax. And you have your instructions for how to prepare everything. The powdered dragon claw, you basically have it's probably a section of dragon claw. You don't have like a full claw because they probably have to spread it out for the class. And there's it's like a cast off. If you've had a cat before, and you know when they sort of scratch a lot of things, they get like it's like a shed piece of claw. It's like a section of claw that has sort of come off. So it looks kind of like that. It looks like a cast off bit of a claw that's come off, and it's so big that you don't need that much. So you have like a section of it. And the way that you prepare the powdered dragon claw is basically you each have these little kind of like mallets. You have like sort of little hammers, like little wooden, they're like gavels almost. And you have to basically smash the dragon claw into a fine powder. From just holding it, you know that this will not be easy. This is not going to be an easy thing. No, it's not a mortar and pestle. It's too big to fit in a mortar and pestle. It'd have to be a really big one. And I think probably it's tradition or something to use a mallet to get this smashed down. Once it gets smashed down to a smaller size, you can use a mortar and pestle. But I would like you both to struggle, please. If you have potions as your favorite class, you get a +1. Uh-oh.
Oh, well.
Okay. So, Clem,
Yeah.
as you're sort of hitting this thing with the little hammer, it's not really breaking apart easily. You're basically using all of your strength to smash this thing, and it's just not breaking down.
Okay. My claw is not unclawing itself. My claw's not declawing itself. It's not becoming a dust.
Clem, when you're hitting it with a hammer, what
Yeah.
are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about it being dust.
Right, but like when you're looking at it, are you seeing a claw? Or are you thinking about things that make you really upset and things that you normally don't have an outlet for your anger with? So, like,
Oh, wait,
okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Look at it, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
say to yourself, why don't we serve coffee for breakfast in the Great Hall? And just channel it. Just push through the hammer. You want the coffee, Clem, all right?
That's a
Demand
really
the
good point,
coffee
I do.
with the hammer.
Ah! I just start slamming onto it.
Yeah.
Ah!
You're just trying to break this claw down and having a horrific time. Olive, on the other hand, yours is not as easy as you expect. This thing is actually significantly harder than you think it's going to be. But you can see it's starting to break down. You get it to the point where it's ready to go to a mortar and pestle. And you begin grinding away. Clem, you're stuck on the first step for a little while.
Okay.
Moving on to the second step, we have the dragon scale. And it is 3 measures of roasted dragon scale. The instructions here say that to roast a dragon scale, you must use basically an extremely, extremely hot fire. The professor has provided a basically like a what are the ovens for clay called that I'm blanking
Kiln.
on? Kiln. He's set up a kiln basically to use for these dragon scales, and it's insanely hot. You've probably gone near it at various points walking around the classroom. This thing is boiling hot, and the professor has been casting spells on this thing to make it even hotter. So there's this heat haze around this kiln, and there are students that are going like up to put their scales in periodically. And you can see that, let's see, who was before you? Because you are with the Slytherins right now. Let's see. Okay. Glenn Coyle from the Slytherins is the first one up, getting the dragon scale roasted. Then Lily goes up. And then we have Bartholomew Witters, another Gryffindor.
Good old Bart.
Hayden Antwerk, the Slytherin. And then Ashley Indigo goes up right before you, Olive. She looks over her shoulder and smirks.
Do I see the smirk, and does it improve my ability to smash this claw?
Absolutely. Give me another struggle. You get a +1 for rage.
Yes. Ah, yes.
There's a horrific smashing sound in the background. A thunderous boom.
Vengeance!
As bits of dragon claw go everywhere. There's probably like a camera shot of Clem like filled with rage. It's just smash the hammer down and
Smashly, more like.
You barely even have to use the mortar and pestle. Like you annihilated it. There's probably like a confused look on Ashley's face, and she gives her scales to the professor to put into the kiln for roasting. And it actually takes like a little while to roast them, even though this thing is so hot. The professor has some metal tongs that he's basically putting a container inside, like a ceramic container or something with the scales inside, and he puts them in there right up against the fire. And takes a few minutes for these things to get roasted. And you get them roasted. And let's see. The next bit is the charred yew bark. And for this part, you have to use a spell. To char the yew bark. Where did the spell go? lose the spell? Where did it go? Bluebell Flames is not strong enough. Oh, Incendio. What am I doing? Incendio is the first year spell, Incendio. But you have to use it at a very specific amount. It's just charred, so it's basically the flames need to sort of kiss the yew bark. So the spell has to be cast very precisely. Olive, would you be so kind as to cast Incendio for me on the yew bark?
I just want to double check. Incendio's in my spell bank. Do I add an extra forward for it being a first year, and then do I add another forward for having my +1 in potions?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, a lot of bonuses.
Good thing I had
Still
those
not
extra
great.
bonuses.
That was a bad roll. Okay. So, you begin to cast a spell, and, what happens as it's a partial success? 2 things from the list there.
Are we doing this near the professor, or is this?
The professor is probably helping students with the dragonscales.
Okay.
He's wandering around the room, but like when students need help with the dragonscales, and that's where a lot of the students are right now in the process.
Okay.
You're probably slightly towards the head of the pack.
I would say then this goes wrong because Olive is trying to talk to Clem the same time that she's doing it and cannot multitask and split her attention. So I would say I definitely think it's brought to the attention of the professor that Olive backfired something. I think someone or something is alerted to the casting of the spell, and I think if it's Incendio, I think Olive is turning to Clem and she's praising her for how she handled the Ashley Indigo situation. And right as she's like, oh, and that was just so bloody brilliant because I was standing there and I could have sworn that Ashley knew. She just knew when you were bringing that hammer down that you were really bringing it down emotionally and mentally on her. Yeah. And the intensity of her feelings to Ashley Indigo.
The fire's
fuels
pulsing.
The fire.
On the yew bark. You had a piece maybe about this big, and it's about half the size now. It gets crispy.
She just holds it up and she goes, well, it's a bit small, but it looks all right, doesn't it, Clem?
Yeah, it looks good. It looks toasty.
Miss Goosanders, your scales, please.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And Clem, you move on to the spellcasting portion. On the yew bark.
Yeah, that went well for me just now.
You got it. Well, you did get a +1 from the fact that it's a year 1 spell.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
still a 6. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, what goes wrong?
I'm not very good at potions. I think what happened was I was so engrossed in the conversation that I was having with Olive and just so jazzed up about the fact that her fire was going well and we were just talking about Ashley that I was just like, yeah! It explodes in my face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Clem is covered in soot. Eyebrows are probably smoking a little.
You all right, Clem?
Yeah. Is my thing gone? My
It doesn't
scales
look good.
gone?
There's just a tiny piece of the yew bark left.
Okay, well, I have this small amount of yew bark. That should be fine. Right? Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And did you say that soot had covered Clem's face?
Oh yeah.
Olive's just gonna kind of lightly go, and lean over and do 2 dots in a little swoop and draw a little smiley in the sit on Clem's face.
I sit there just deadpan, staring into the middle distance while she does this.
Okay. And last but not least, you have the juice of a Hercules dragon beetle thorax. The way that this is described is with the flat end of a knife. You basically have to squish the thorax, and the paste, the juice that comes out, needs to be collected in a vial. And this is probably one of the easier parts. We can say that you sort of just do this.
Okay.
There's no roll that has to be made for this part. But we need the roll for the combining of the actual potion, which is rather quick, and it will depend on the various components. Now, Olive, you've done okay. I think you get no bonus to the roll, aside from your normal potions roll. But if you had put together all the components successfully, then you'd have a much better outcome, or you'd have a much higher bonus here. So when we're going to do the roll for the potions... Where'd we go? Here we go. Okay. So it's going to be a mind roll, and this is a current year potion. You get your +1, Olive. Clem, you just make a normal mind roll. No extra bonuses.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry, Clem. You're going to get a minus... You get a -1 to the roll. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right.
You bark is not doing well.
No, it's not doing the most. Ooh. So, not my class.
So when you begin to add your ingredients and stir your cauldrons, a few things happen. First and foremost, the cauldron begins to bubble. And Clem's, yours begins to get very viscous. It's overly viscous. And it's sort of making large, like large bubbles. They start to get exceedingly large to the point of worrying.
Oh.
You.
Professor? 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 Oh no.
The color's a bit off as well. It's a touch green, similar to the Norwegian Ridgeback scales, with a little bit of some brown sort of plopped in, but it's about the consistency of. Have you ever put too much ice in a smoothie?
Yeah.
You know how you just can't even really pour it? It just kind of sticks there. It's a bit like that.
Okay. Cool.
And it's not burning you, but it's warm.
Okay. That is good. Professor, I think I did something wrong.
Oh my. Yes, it appears that you have, Miss Cusanders. Let's take a look at your station.
Olive, yours has those similar bubbles that have bubbled up. The color's a little off. It's not quite a brown color that you're looking for here. It's more of a grayish sort of color.
Olive's gonna lean down to her potion and go, I don't care what anyone thinks. I think you turned out a lovely color. Good job, little potion.
It's like a little smiley face that rises in the bubbles.
All right, and if all of you could please collect your potions, and let's see how well you did. Miss Goosanders, I don't think you should drink that.
Okay. Does that mean that I won't get any dragon scales today? Do I fail? Do I fail potions?
Unfortunately, this lesson did not go your way.
Okay. Thanks, sir. Cool.
Perhaps one of your fellow Gryffindors will share.
Okay. If you have enough, yeah. Okay. Yes.
Professor, is my potion all right to share with Clem?
Gray color. I believe maybe not exactly the right portions. Perhaps a few measures off here and there.
I may have gotten a little over eager with the toasting of the bark. It ended up very small.
Yes, that would do it. It should be safe, but unfortunately it probably won't be exactly perfect.
And when you say won't be exactly perfect, do you mean the scales will be smaller, or they'll
We'll have to
fall
wait
off?
and see, won't we?
They won't stay on me forever, though, right? I didn't ruin it that
Probably
poorly.
not, dear. Probably not.
Probably?
He begins to walk off to the other students' cauldrons.
Probably?
Olive, I'm sure it's going to be fine. I mean, if you do it perfectly and it doesn't last longer than 5 minutes, then it makes more sense that it would just not last. It would last like 10 seconds if you didn't do it right?
Well, will I still be allowed in Swaff if I'm stuck scaly forever?
Are you kidding? You're going to be our mascot if you get stuck scaly forever.
Yeah, all right. I like that. Okay.
Also, I think Maisie will be really jealous, so maybe we'll have to put something together for her as well. Remember the amount that you used so that we can make another permanent one.
We'll share, and we'll be, Swaff, Scaly Society, Society for Scaly Wizarding Order of Friendship.
Sufusawaf. Yeah, I think we all have to get scales then if it's going to be a part of the being in the swath thing. So,
Alright.
okay, so now when we start, it'll be beans and scales, and then people can be in swath.
I'll get to work on another potion.
Yeah,
And Olive
okay.
starts looking for ingredients.
We'll have to amend the agreement, the entrance agreement.
Yeah, they wouldn't have
Just
any
like
extra ingredients. They try to give you like one, and that's how you do. Yeah, I mean, it takes a long time to put this together, too. You probably don't have too much more time in class. But you gather your potion together, and we'll find out what happens after the break.
I forgot breaks existed. I was so interested.
We are going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. It is the time already. Who would have thought that classwork and whatnot would take so long, huh? But we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and we'll find out what happens with the dragonscale potions soon. So please do me a favor and follow all of these lovely people. They're fantastic and great role players, and you should give them a follow. Followers are free. Go make it happen. And if you want to help support Table Story, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to our Patreon, which is just tablestory.tv/pledge. And We have all different kinds of stuff up there. We've got MP3 versions of the shows that we do. We have artwork that's up there. I'm actually going to put the year 2 artwork for Witchcraft and Wizardry up this month, along with, we're going to have a double artwork month. Murgles did artwork for the Forbidden Lands, our new Horizon Zero Dawn show. We're going to put the year 2 artwork for Witchcraft and Wizardry up there too. So make sure you check that out. We've also got ways for you to play games with us if you have a stupid amount of money and you'd like to help support us. We do private one-shot games, and that's a tier up there as well. So check it out, and we'll be back in just a little while. Hang tight for more Table Stories Witchcraft and Wizardry back in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, to Table Stories Witchcraft and Wizardry. We return. Alex, when you and Barney arrive at the hospital wing, Maisie's not there.
Shame.
Hey, wasn't Maisie still hurt from Quidditch?
I think so, yeah.
I
Maybe
don't see her.
maybe she got okay enough to go and like rest in her common room or her bed, maybe.
Maybe. Well, that's good, right? I mean, it's bad too, because you should have had a talk with her.
I don't think I'm ready yet.
You
I
want
know
to
I
talk to
should.
the rest of SWAT first?
I probably should, because I need to ask them if they think I was wrong or something. Because I can't exactly apologize to her if I don't understand why I'm apologizing or something. You know?
Oh,
I'm not sure either, but the rest of SWAT, I mean, I think they'll help, hopefully.
yeah. I
And
mean, that makes sense.
yeah, and I definitely wasn't ready to talk to her now. I want to just sit for a while and, I don't know, maybe have a nap. A nap would be good.
Okay. I'm supposed to go back to class though.
And that's okay. Can you, like, if I do have a nap here, can you just make sure that I'm awake for dinner time?
Oh, sure. I can do that. I'll come get you after, after Charms class.
Oh, I'm gonna miss Charms. Okay.
It's double Charms.
So good to finish in double Charms. Alright, I can't, and I'll be too distracted. I don't trust my magic right now, so.
Okay, well, feel better.
Thanks. I'll see you at dinner, hopefully.
Go practice my Lumos Sportifico in class.
Okay.
And, you know, don't worry. I'm sure you'll do better next time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Barney walks off, and you can see Madame Pomfrey sort of tending to another student down the way. They look as if they're covered in feathers.
Oh.
Yeah. They make a sudden sort of noise.
I'm just gonna hop up on a bed. And she'll notice me, no doubt.
We'll be right with you, dear.
Thank you.
Starts pushing her little cart.
Now, what seems to be the trouble?
I had a spell backfire very badly, and I don't feel so good.
What spell did you cast?
The Lumos Specifical spell.
And what happened?
I tried to cast it, but then I thought about some stuff instead, and I didn't cast it properly, and it sort of cast right back at me.
Let me have a look.
She sort of takes a look at your eyes. She
Lumos.
holds up the tip of her wand. It's not super bright, but it's,
All right. Follow my wand with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's over here, dear.
Yeah, sorry, I was just eyes watering a little bit.
It's all right. All right. So just a touch, a bit of temporary light sensitivity, a bit, just a bit dazed, dear. Should probably rest for a while, and you'll feel a little better.
Yeah, I felt like a nap would be good.
Is everything else all right?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You don't seem to be very happy. Is everything all right? Is there anything I can do? Would you like some chocolate?
I'd like some chocolate, yeah. Chocolate and a nap sounds good.
All right. Let's see what I have here. A few candies.
she starts rummaging.
And butterscotch. Yeah. Ah, here's a chocolate. Here you are, dear.
She gives you a little wrapped chocolate.
Thank you.
No chocolate frogs, unfortunately.
It's okay.
Do you want some water?
Yeah, a little bit of water would be good.
She pours some water for you.
Thank you.
All right. No, just be careful of the other student down the way there. Unfortunately, Miss Talpin has a bit of, there's a little bit of a bird. It's known as the Foul Pox.
Oh, okay. Is it dangerous?
Not dangerous, but inconvenient.
Okay.
It can be highly contagious if you're pecked.
I will stay away from her.
Very good. All right, I'll leave you be. If there's anything else you need, just let me know.
Thank you.
Sure you're all right?
May I just, just lots happening in the first couple weeks of school, that's all. Just getting back into the swing of things again.
The lives of young people are often fraught with many decisions that they think will affect them for the rest of their lives. But don't worry, Mr. Pippin. I assure you that school is not as severe as you think it is.
I'll try and keep that in mind. Thank you.
She smiles and sort of pats you on the shoulder and starts to meander with her cart. There's another student probably that's coming up, probably a Slytherin, an older student. You can see that they are they're a bit wobbly as they're making their way up the steps, and she's moving with the cart.
Yeah, I pull the blanket up and try and settle down for a nap.
You have a nice rest. Rosalina, we switch scenes to you in Defense Against the Dark Arts. You've been greeted by the ghosts, and you've had the similar lecture, and we have the professor, Professor Bovin, getting ready to check on everybody's spell casting to cast Lumos Pontifico, and we have students begin to cast it around the classroom, and she says,
Yes, Miss Earthcloud, if you'd be so kind. Please, your Lumos Pontifico spell?
Yeah, okay. Yep. It's a first year one, right? So I'll get a +1.
no, it's a second year spell.
Oh, good. So I get nothing.
Yeah.
Lumos Spitifican!
Oh no! And the spell goes horribly awry. And what happens to you as you miscast the spell?
Oh god. I think that I've just wasn't really even holding on to my wand at all, so Rosalina's wand just flips up and then flips into the air a bunch of times and then comes back down and bonks her on the head.
Yeah, you're you do suffer a condition there for the miscasting of the spell. When you get a 6 or lower on a spell cast, or spell rebounds and the caster takes a condition. It is the same year as you, so you only take one condition. Which condition are you going to take here?
I think that she's gonna take days since she just got her little noodle bonked.
And you can see Professor Bovin shaking her head.
Another one.
Huh?
All
Did
right.
you say something?
Could someone please escort Miss Earthcloud to the hospital wing?
I've been there. I think I may live there. Maybe.
You groggily are taken to the hospital wing by a fellow Hufflepuff student. I think it's probably rain again. But you're a little sketchy on the trip there. It just seems to go a little faster than it should. You're kind of like probably in and out.
Is she dragging me through the hallway like a
I think
carcass?
you're so dazed that it's just you just kind of barely notice the time passing.
I'm just like, you see Rosalina's just like petting Rain's arm as she's like being dragged, like she's walking quickly, but I'm like holding onto her arm, just like.
It's one of those things where you like step, but you don't really know where you're going, and you start to step too many times, and then she's got to right you. You know, she's got to put you back on course.
You know when you go to hit the like last step of the stairs, but you're at the top of the stairs, your foot just falls, and you're like, "There's a step there." It's every step for Rosalina on the way to the hospital wing.
Yeah. You walk in, you can see that Alex is already there. As Rain guides you. And Rain says, okay, all right. Be careful, careful. Left. Left.
Okay.
You're on the
Did you
left.
say right?
You're
Right.
on the left.
Right this way. Did I do it? Did I do it?
There's a bed here. That's good.
Is it the right bed?
There's someone in it, though.
Oh, who's in the bed? Who's in the bed? Who's in the bed? I'm in the bed.
Alex,
Hey,
there's
I'm in
a
the
jostling of your bed. The familiar voice of Rosalina awakens you.
Oh, and she just like, 'cause she's so dazed, she's got squinty eyes. She just puts her hand directly on Alex's face. She's like feeling, Pippin, Mr. Pippin, it's you.
Yeah, I was having a nap.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see very well. I hit myself in the head again. With my wand.
Okay.
Do you have any snacks?
Not on me, except from my beans, but
Oh, I'll pass on the beans. Hey, Rain, thanks for walking me down here. I'll take it from here. This bed's fine. It's a good bed. Thank you.
Are you sure
I'm
you're
fine.
okay?
Huh? What?
Are you sure you're okay?
Well,
I can look after her. It's
Why
fine.
are you yelling? I'm right
Me?
next to you.
am I yelling?
It's sort of like your default.
That hurt me personally.
Wow.
I'm very sorry, Rain. I'm so sorry. I'll be quiet.
So yeah, I can look after her. I'm feeling better, so you can you can save your ears.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, maybe try this bed over here.
Are you trying to say that something's wrong with the bed that I'm in right now?
Alex is in that one.
It's I can I can sit next to I
We'll
can
catch
hop
up.
into a chair.
We're friends.
It's fine.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, see, give her a thumbs up so she knows.
Okay.
I'm doing that thing where like kids smash their cheek against your cheek. I'm like smashing my cheek up against Alex, like.
All right. I'll go back to class then.
Yeah, just avoid
better.
the chicken girl. Stay clear.
Chicken?
Oh.
Rain sort of, you see her eyes like whoop swivel towards the feathered student at the end of the hospital wing.
Yeah, highly contagious. So just
What happened to the chicken?
it's called
Is
the
it for dinner?
Foul Pox. No, it's a disease that people can get, and it makes them feathery and stuff. I think.
It's a really dangerous disease to have because she could become a dinner.
You don't, like it's. I'm a little uncomfortable with you whispering in my ear so much. You can just. It gives me weird shivers, and I'm not sure I like it.
Are you sure it's not just because you're sick?
I'm feeling better after my nap and some chocolate.
Okay, should I ask the chicken if she's okay? They're okay?
No, Madame Pomfrey has seen to them, so they're doing great. Probably better than you.
Oh,
except you're not a
that's
chicken.
not hard. I guess. So.
So what happened to you?
I tried to cast a Luminous Spat. And I did it wrong, and then I wasn't really holding my wand because my hands were greasy from the potatoes, and then my wand flew in the air, and then it hit me right upside the head, and now my eyes are like funky.
Same, except for no potatoes for me. But I did. Did you happen to like think about anything in particular, or?
Think about anything in particular?
Yeah, when you were casting the spell.
So you remember when you said that thing about yelling being my specialty? I feel like thinking might not be when it comes to magic. It just doesn't click. The thinking.
So you didn't go, the most difficult one, and go, it reminds me of a thing, and no, it was just that. I was just wondering. It's okay.
Well, I was reminded about how greasy my hands were, and that I should have wiped them on my cloak. What happened to you? Did you think about something? Studying? A dinner? A swath in any way, shape, or form? Oh, was it swath? Was it swath, Alex?
Wait, no. Yes.
Are you sure?
Would you like to read Alexander?
Yes, please.
Read between the lines.
Friendship.
The heart roll.
I have a +1 in heart, and I have a +2 for Alex, and I still got a 5.
Double ones. Yeah, that was rough. There was a +3 on that one.
She's too dizzy to understand what's happening here.
Something's wrong, but you can't really tell what it is.
No, I can't. Okay, well, maybe you're just like hungry, or like do you need to go potty?
Okay. No, I am fine. So do you?
You can remove the dazed condition, by the way, Alex.
Yeah, I got it. Did you? Maisie isn't here.
Wait, I thought that we heard that Maisie got hurt playing Quidditch and was in the hospital wing, right?
Yeah. We noticed. Barney brought me along, and we noticed she wasn't here. We thought maybe.
What if Maisie's the chicken?
No, not enough red.
Oh. Does their hair match when? Oh.
I would guess. We thought maybe she was back in her room in the Gryffindor Tower.
Oh.
Maybe she got well enough. Maybe she's just resting there now instead of here, just so she can be a little bit more comfortable.
Well, I mean, I bet her bed's more comfy there, but these beds, and she starts just like bouncing up and down on your bed, which is like causing Alex to do like a. These are really comfortable. So I don't know why she'd want to leave. And they're also nice here, and they bring
Rosie
you your
falls
snack.
off the bed for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna get off, and you can off properly, and you can Hey, I'll help you up.
You know when the covers are tucked like really like hard into the bed though, and like if you fall off, you kind of get stuck and you just like halfway to the floor.
My leg is trapped in
Yeah.
one of them. Like,
Yeah.
I got you. Just you come all the way up, and I'll secure you properly under the covers.
okay.
Good. Yep.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I'm so excited about the jumping.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Are you,
What?
Alex? You just stopped talking. It was kind of like you ran out of batteries or something. Are you good?
No, I was thinking.
About what? Oh, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
No,
But I am your friend. I'm your friend.
I know. I was just thinking about the last time Maisie disappeared, and like it couldn't be that again, right? Like that's all done.
They wouldn't like double kidnap Maisie. That would be weird. Right? Oh my god. I have to go ask that chicken if it's Maisie or I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's not.
I literally have to know. I have to know.
No.
She's up. She's gone.
Immobilis.
All right, cast a spell. And it's your relationship with Rosie.
Okay, good. That helps a little bit.
That's what I said.
I get a +1 if it's in my spell bank, right?
Yes.
I always forget that.
Oh yeah. You cast a spell, Immobilis, and you can see as Rosie's beginning to walk away.
I don't want you to be a chicken. So I'm gonna just bring you back to bed and you can rest up. And sort of like shove her as I get her to the bed so she falls onto it, and then I like grab her feet and pull them round. And then pull the covers up onto her.
Yeah, you can see that Madame Pomfrey is making her way over.
Does she have a walker now?
No, she has her little cart.
I thought maybe she was getting older.
And, well, she's plenty old. I think the cart functions as her walker at this point. And she's, what are you doing to her?
I was just helping her get into bed. I like tuck my wand away and like
Try to convince Madame Pomfrey.
oh, I have a -1 from the hair regrow incident.
God,
Still a great name.
so bad. Here we grow.
Oh no! Oh no!
I think the convincing part for Madame Pomfrey is that my hands are like claws up by my face and I'm just not moving.
You're just laying on top of the covers like this. What are you doing to this girl, Mr. Pippin?
This is Rosie. She's my friend, but she's also a very driven individual, and she was going to go over to the girl with the foul pox over there, and I didn't want her to do it and get pecked, so I panicked and cast a Immobilis on her to stop her from going. I just wanted her to be safe because she's a bit.
Why didn't you get me?
I spur of the moment. I do things sometimes. I only don't do things if I have time to think about them, and I didn't have time to think about this one.
-10 points to Ravenclaw. You should be very mindful of other students and whether or not they are willing or not to be part of some of your strange ideas. And she says, Venite incantatum.
It was my fault. I almost touched the peck chicken, so you probably shouldn't reduce the points from Ravenclaw because it was my points. I'm sorry, I was yelling again.
I was just trying to help. But I
I just
understand.
thought that the chicken was my friend.
I wasn't.
Did you just die? I'm gonna piss my pants. It wasn't.
Can the episode title just be "It Wasn't"?
But with like
But a
little
big
letters.
space. It needs to be a big space. It was.
It wasn't.
Rosie, please try to convince Madame Pomfrey.
Oh, good God.
It's a heart roll. Okay. Choose one from the convince list, please.
Sorry. Okay. I was too far down. I would say they need proof, but like, there's no physical contact proof that I could give Madame Pomfrey, except for the fact that I was halfway across to the chicken because I thought it was Maisie. Well, you see, Madame Pomfrey, I was just, the proof is, has our friend Maisie been in the hospital wing?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, last time our friend Maisie was in the hospital wing, she like got sucked up into this like weird, classroom for the dark creatures, and we had to save her, and we were kind of worried. I was kind of worried that was happening again, and she's not here because she's supposed to be here because she took a nasty fall, but she's not. So I was like, well, you know what? Maybe to make myself feel better, I'll see that she's that chicken over there. Clearly she's just little chicken. So I went to go over to see hi to the chicken to make sure that it was Maisie because I don't want Maisie to be hurt. And Zacchaeus was like, oh no. Alex was like, oh no, what it might be Alysso. And then
You said it was very contagious and I was worried because Rosie makes food.
I was
right.
thinking about dinner.
You need to be much more careful with your spells, Mr. Pippin. No points will be taken for now.
Thank you. I
And Miss Earthcloud,
Yes, Madam Pomfrey.
Why are you here?
Oh, I got hit in the head with my wand. Spell backfired. I was doing
Seems to be contagious as well today.
Lumos Spotificati, and I lost
That's
control of
not
my
the
wand.
spell.
That's what it says on my hand.
It's probably the
Is that
potato grease. Has,
Oh, it might have smudged. You're right.
yeah.
Oh, that might be an O. And a
It's
C.
a no. Yeah.
Oh, Spotifica. I see. I was wrong. Thank you, Miss Munn.
Pontifico.
Oh, Spotifico. Oh my, I was really wrong there. That explains why the
Perhaps
spell
you should
backfired.
lay down for a moment, dear.
Oh, well, I see. While I was immobilist, I took a quick nap. I would, however, like to, can I ask you a question, Madam Pomfrey? Do you have a minute? I have a cookie if you are interested. If you are interested. Was
That's
that
not
better,
a cookie.
Alex?
That is more mashed potatoes by the looks of it.
You are right.
Madam Pomfrey, is there...
Okay, here.
friend-
I have some candy.
No,
It's a
thank
little
you.
melted, but it's still good.
No, thank you, dear.
is
Has
there a
our friend Maisie been here?
Yeah.
Your friend Maisie left earlier today.
Oh, and she wasn't a chicken, and she wasn't with a ghost.
No, she had something to do with Hagrid, I believe. Said he needed her help.
Wait, but she was unconscious.
She was up and about and feeling better.
I'm just gonna give Alex a really weird, like, side glance, like a...
Well,
Okay, thank you for answering our questions, Madam Pomfrey. I will take a cozy nap now.
Yes, mending the broken femur that she had didn't take too long, but she said she was feeling much better.
Oh, good enough to go to Hagrid's. Thank you. That was very useful information. We're so glad she's not hurt. It's probably because you took such good care of her.
Right, and I should take care of you. You look a little unstable on your feet, dear.
Am I on my feet? I didn't even know. Huh.
Perhaps you should lay down.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. And I think she lays down, but she lays down directly on the floor. She's in between the beds, and she's just like, that makes sense. I will lay down here.
Rosie. The bed. On the bed.
Oh, and then she rolls underneath the bed. Is it better? Am I taking up too much space down here?
No, it's okay. Well,
it's nice and dark. My head is pounding.
I'll leave this to the professional, Madam Pomfrey. I'll catch you at lunch, Rosie.
Are you leaving, Alex?
Or dinner, rather. Am I okay to go, Madam Pomfrey? I'm feeling better after my nap.
Yes, Mr. Pippin.
I think you just see like a little shaky hand come out from under the bed, and it's just like Rosie's hand full of a snack, and she's like, here you go, Alex.
Thank you.
They're very wet. Like, you don't know what's on them, but they're exceedingly wet. Like how toddlers put goldfish in their mouth and then put them back in their pockets.
Yeah, I just put them in my Rosie pocket, which I mainly use for
handed off snacks.
Discarding snacks, yeah.
It's just a tiny trash pocket.
It's like the junk drawer.
Have a good meal. I'll miss it.
You may be okay. Just get your rest. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, dear. Now, perhaps we can get you on the bed instead of
I'm okay down here. Oh. Is Madam Pomfrey pulling me out from under the bed?
She's doing the thing where she's supervising, you know? She's just,
perhaps you should climb out from there.
Alex, you head down to dinner.
Yeah. Dinner time.
You can see that Clem and Olive are already there. What do you both look like? You've just had your class. You've had your dragonscale potion.
We
had
had
to
the
take
potion.
Oh man. Can we have a little bit of wiggle room with how the potion not being 100% may have happened?
Sure.
Yeah. I kind of picture that it went wrong in the sense that, like, if it had gone correctly, it would have imitated the way a dragon scales actually line up, where they kind of like overlap a little bit so there's no gaps. And instead I picture them being like smaller than they're supposed to be, and with like way too much skin in between, so they just kind of are like one's here, one's here, one's here, and it kind of looks like Olive sprayed herself with glue and then like rolled around in a pile of scales, so like they're kind of randomly patchy and flaking off as she walks, like actively flaking off everywhere.
I think mine would be the same because I used her potion.
Yeah.
But I'm probably racing after her, picking up every scale that she flakes off. While also flaking my own off and just trying to gather everything I can. in my 2 little hands.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit like cornflakes when you step on the, the accidental.
Oh, so they're really not. They're really not.
No.
I think that I'm trying to collect them, and then as I'm doing that, I'm realizing how they're turning to crusty dust, and it's disgusting me. And so I kind of just stop and gag a little, and then keep walking.
Yeah, and you can see the other students that were in potions class from Slytherin and Gryffindor. They're all kind of experiencing similar things, you know.
Okay.
Clem,
Yeah.
if you had a super cool dragon name, what would your dragon name be?
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I haven't thought of this before.
Me too, honestly.
Saber lightning tooth. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that one. What about you?
I was just going to say Hortense.
What? That's so good.
Yours sounds so much cooler.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends. I kind of like the ring of Hortense and Saber lightning tooth.
Saber lightning tooth. So is the tooth lightning, or
Yeah, all the teeth are lightning. All of them.
just individual lightning bolts?
Yeah,
in your mouth?
every time I'll open my mouth, it'll be like, "Mah!" and it'll just be like lightning.
Like, I'm sorry, every time you open your mouth, it sounds like what?
"Mah!" and then it's just like lightning, you know?
Alex, you
Okay.
walk in at a pretty great time here.
Alex,
Yeah.
if you were a dragon, what would your dragon name be? And you can't pick Saber Lightning Tooth or Hortense, because we already took those.
Would I be a good dragon or like an evil dragon overlord dragon?
I guess that depends on what's in your heart, Alex. What's in your heart?
I'd be a good dragon then. Like
Yeah,
the old
that's right.
dragon
That's what I
though,
thought.
I'd be like fast and stuff and
And smart.
a wise old dragon named Alex.
Okay, Alex is a good.
Oh.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Good
I gotta
name.
respect that because listen, not everyone gets the opportunity to be a dragon and change your name, but you just hold fast to your own self, you know? And I think I admire that.
Yeah, so Rosie might not be joining us for dinner because
What?
she's in the hospital wing.
What? Why?
Wait, is she alright?
Yeah, she just bumped her head with her own wand again, so...
Okay,
Should we go?
alright.
Should we pile some food into our pockets and bring it to her?
She's having a nap, I was just there, so...
Oh, okay.
Maisie isn't there.
She's not there.
No,
Maybe she went to the common room? Maybe she went to go to bed?
apparently she went to do something with Hagrid.
Dragons. Dragons.
Hold on, are you telling me that she skipped class, our dragonscale class, and went to go do something with Hagrid without telling us about what she was doing?
No.
No, I don't know, but that sounded angry, and
Okay, well, she better tell us everything that happens.
that sounds better.
Well,
I have a question. But I'll have some sausages first. What's with the flaky stuff?
You had potions class yesterday.
Oh.
So you
Right.
probably recognize the flakes, the dragonscale flakes.
Right.
Not a delicious
okay.
cereal, by the way.
Oh.
Nah,
Right,
you can try that attitude.
Are you? How's the itchiness?
You know, it's personally helping me get into the dragon character, you know? It's not what I expected, but to truly experience what it's like to be a dragon and to wear their scales, one must also wear their irritated, itchy skin.
It's true.
Right.
And also, Saber, Saber Lightning Tooth, definitely, just, you know, he's got a lot going on with the electricity and the itchy skin, so, you know. I don't know where I was
Sure.
getting with that, but yeah.
I mean, you're into it, and that's what counts, right?
How did yours turn out?
Shall I roll? See how
Oh
many
yeah,
turn out?
absolutely. This will be a mind roll. And what's your favorite class?
Dark arts. So just a mind roll.
Yeah, just a mind roll.
Yeah. A 9.
Yeah, yours is not perfect as well. What do you think was wrong with yours? What did it look
I
like
think
when yours was used?
I think it only grew on my face.
Really thick, like really
Yeah.
thick dragons. You probably couldn't even blink.
Yeah. Mine, it was just off. So I was a dragon face for a while.
Wait, what? You were a dragon face?
Yeah, my scales only grew on my face.
Whoa.
Olive just puts one hand on either of Alex's shoulders and makes intense eye contact and goes, "Teach me. Teach me."
I think it's used
I slowly
less-
move into frame. Teach me too.
I think it was I didn't use enough Hercules Dragon Beetle Thorax juice. Or maybe it was the little bit of the Thorax I got in there. I'm not sure, but it was definitely
Right.
that one, because I think I got everything else right.
Okay, so next time we try it, experiment with the thorax juice a bit. Noted.
It's not...
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Could you pass the
Okay.
potatoes, please?
Of course. There you go.
Honestly,
was
that
class
was
this
very
morning?
good. That was a very good idea, though, because I wouldn't have thought to do that. And
It's not a
I-
suggestion.
oh, you didn't do it on purpose.
No. Experimenting with potions can be... Well, experimenting with anything can be really dangerous. Have you read any of the Magical Mishaps books? There's terrible transfigurations, and then there's problems with potion making.
I feel like
I-
if I read that, it would fill me with so much fear that I wouldn't do anything ever again. So probably not gonna.
Yeah, well, the whole series is just kind of pointing out the dangers of being inexperienced and messing with stuff and how badly it can go. So you should be careful, because the skills could grow inside you instead or something if you mess with it too much, and I mean that'd probably be bad. Because then when they all
Well-
shed off and you have to like poop them out, that would be
Pooping them out?
uncomfortable.
You can forget about passing the potatoes, by the way. I changed my mind. I'm not hungry. What was the question you were going to ask earlier? Was it related to pooping out dragon scales?
No, it was...
Are
Would you
you
like
okay,
to try
Alex?
to read between the lines, Olive?
Yeah, I would.
Relationship with Alex? Heart roll. Oh yeah, ask him 2 questions.
Ooh, okay.
Read between the lines list here.
I'm gonna say. How are they feeling? And very specifically, like in this moment, how can I get them to trust me to open up about it?
Okay. We feeling as anxious, like very high anxiety, scared, even nervous. And to trust you would be. I think I already trust you. You know.
I guess, is it possible to rephrase that to like what would give you comfort in the, or like make you more comfortable in the given moment?
Yeah, sausages.
Okay, so Olive sees that Alex is kind of like struggling to get this out, and she's gonna look up and down the table for not just like a plate of sausages, but the platter that has like clearly the juiciest, best, like real pride of the kitchen today kind of batch of sausages. And she's going to kind of point to it and ask the other students to pass it down, and plop the entire platter right down in front of Alex, and goes, take your time. We don't have to talk about anything if you don't want to, okay? Just
Okay.
swaff and sausages. And if you want to talk afterwards, we're here.
Swaffages.
Swaffages.
That works. That's a good one. Okay. I was in Defense Against the Dark Arts today, and when I went to cast Lumos Fortifico, I didn't feel good. It made me think about all the stuff that happened, you know? I was just wondering if any of you think about it ever.
I
Still.
saw Roger for the first time, and he had no idea who I was. And it's not just being forgotten, it's remembering how scary that was. Because I know that we're like the saviors of Hogwarts, and the whole school thinks we're like the coolest witches and wizards because we saved the whole school and we're super popular, but it doesn't feel that way all the time. And I don't think people realize how scary it was, or how hard it was to do something without knowing if it was going to work, you know?
Even though it's not happening anymore, I sometimes still feel scared.
That's pretty. It's pretty normal, Alex. It's like So when I was in the car accident, I would have lots of really awful nightmares and stuff, with like headlights, you know, big flashing headlights. And after what happened last year, you know, I kind of like got better. And then after what happened, I just started seeing like headlights again, but it was like headlights and then Lumus Pontifico, and it was like all at once. And it was like suddenly as if the thing that just happened is now the same as the thing that previously happened, and everything feels hard again, you know? But I figured out that I could get to a point where the headlights weren't there as much anymore, And now when they come back, it's not as strong or scary or fast, and I can kind of remember that I'm still safe in control of the car. It was just a bad analogy, because you know what I mean? So I think you just have to be nice to yourself and recognize that it will get better eventually, and we will get better eventually. But sometimes we'll see the headlights again, but we have each other. And maybe all we have to do is just say headlight, and then we'll know what to do. We'll get you a big plate of sausages, or a warm drink, and yeah.
Yeah, I just thought maybe it was just me and I didn't know. But then when I think about it, it was hardest for Maisie, and I don't know how to ask her if she's like really okay, because I know I pretended to be okay, and I don't know if she's really okay, and I don't know how to ask it without making her feel not okay.
Well, if I may say one more thing, during those times when, I was seeing all the headlights, I kind of, all I wanted was for someone to ask if I was okay, because most of the time people are just scared to make you go back there or make you feel the way that you did before, and they don't want to hurt you, but you're already feeling those things and you're already hurt, except now you're just kind of alone about it. So maybe the best way to ask Maisie is asking Maisie. Maybe we can do it together if you want.
Yeah, I kind of asked her if she was okay, and I said to her, as long as you're okay, then it's fine, but then I don't know, that was maybe not the right way to do it, because then things got really weird, and
sometimes
yeah, I feel
it's
like I
okay
made
to
things bad.
No, I don't think you did. And sometimes things can be okay and people don't really want to talk about it, and then sometimes they're not, and it's still important to ask. So, yeah.
Especially because she's probably done the class as well, or did she miss it? Anyway, like, she'll have to catch up, and then it may remind her of stuff, and
Yeah.
we should make sure she's okay. I'll let you guys handle that though, because I'll make it weird, I guess.
You don't make it weird.
You don't make it weird. Alex, can I share something with you?
Sure.
This may come as a shock to some of you, but when Maisie and I first met last year, we weren't best friends right away. And I know it might not have seemed like that because we're best friends now, but when we first met, it was actually really not as good as I hoped it would be, because I'm not always good at saying the right thing or talking to people and letting them know how I feel, and that doesn't mean that I always make it weird either. Does that make sense? If you had you had one weird moment with Maisie once, and it doesn't mean you're always going to make things weird. And it's the same with me and Maisie. I spent half of first year making things weird with Maisie, it felt like, even though it was probably only a week in hindsight, but it felt like the longest week of my life. And at the time, I thought I would never move past it, and now we're swaff. So
Just to correct, I think I made things weird once and then managed to fix it, and then made them weird again, and that's the one I'm still trying to fix. I was hoping to talk to you guys about that one as well. Is that one happened after the after I corrected her on her pronunciation? And then she said that I was, and you know, earlier this week, Tuesday, on famous Lamina, and it sounded to me like she was saying Lamina instead of Mina, and I kept trying to correct her, and then it got weird, and you heard it that it was a bit different, and then I don't know what happened. I was just trying to be helpful, but I was like worried about her anyway, and how if she was really okay, and then I don't know. And awkwardness, friendships can be pretty complicated, I think.
Yeah, they can.
Whew, that's an understatement.
But that's the thing about friends is that if they're good friends, you can have those awkward moments, and then, you know, eventually everything's still okay. You know? It'll be okay, Alex. You're gonna be okay. You'll be alright.
See, I'm just worried that it's going to leave a long-term stain on my reputation with Maisie, you know? Like, I don't know. I'm just worried that I don't know. It was the way she looked at me, and it just it didn't feel good, you know? So I don't know what to do. So if you could help, that would be great. How do I fix it?
That's a very good question. I think saying all the things you just said to us are probably the things that Maisie would want to hear, because it's not just that you're sorry, it's also just your worries and your fears and how much you care about your friendship with her. And knowing Maisie, I don't see how she could hear that and not want to give you a big hug, you know?
Well, what if she gets angry that I didn't just come out and say that and instead made things weird? And why couldn't I just say it straight away and stuff? Because
well, it's not like Maisie. It's not. Listen, we are all capable of making things weird. It's not as if Maisie has never been awkward or said a weird thing. I mean, that's basically all I do. So, you know, as long as you are honest on your side, it'll invite her to reflect and be honest on her side, I think. And, you know, it's always a two-way street, Alex. It's just two fumbling people doing their best.
I would say I would like a I would like a bowl. To treat wounds. I think this comes from Clem. And we'll say you got a +2 here, Clem.
Okay.
The heart roll.
Would that be on top of
With
my
Alex.
relationship with Alex? Oh.
Yes.
Hey, 1 second. I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. Sorry, +2?
Yes. Okay. You can choose one from the treat wounds list there.
It costs me something.
What do you think it costs you?
Can it cost me the rest of my day's worth of spoons?
Mm-hmm.
I think it costs me the rest of my day's worth of spoons. Maybe a little bit of tomorrow's too.
Alex, your upset condition is healed.
Okay. So, okay, where are we at with Hagrid, dragons, exploding balls?
I'm sorry, what? Hagrid exploding balls?
Barney starts to walk up to Alex. What did I walk in on?
Ow. So when I went to the library earlier in the week,
I
And
thought
bump-
that I was going to come and get you from the hospital wing. What are you doing here? I went all the way to the hospital wing.
oh, I should have tried. But Rosie showed up and she kind of took my bed and then took under my bed. I cast a spell on Rosie. Was that bad?
It's probably a good place for us to end the episode. That's probably a good place for us to end the episode today. We just hear the smack through the sound of the crowd of students eating their food, of Alex smacking himself in the face. And yeah, that's a good place for us to end it. So let's go around the room and do our end of session stuff and our shout outs and whatnot. Let's do that. If you haven't done so, please. Yes?
Are we still grounded? Are we okay now?
Oh, so it's been 2 weeks. So you're all set. You're all
You may
set.
continue, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go around the room. Let's do some shout outs and whatnot. If you haven't done so, please make sure you follow all of these lovely people, please. Follows are free. Go make it happen. And if you notice below the channel, we have a link for Black Lives Matter as well. Please take a look at that. It's a place where you can sign petitions, you can text, you can donate. There's resources for you to educate yourself about the movement that's happening, because it hasn't gone away. Please educate yourself and look at the things that are happening, especially if you live in the U.S. right now. Yeah, let's go around the room. Let's do our shout outs, and let's do our downtime stuff. Let's start with our relationships, please. +1 or a -1 and experience to a relationship with one of the other player characters.
Clem gets my +1 for like understanding and just giving me those spoons to help me through. So that takes you back down to a 0 though, so it's more like a -2, but whatever, I get XP.
Go ahead.
No, you got it.
I'm giving Alex a -1 for surprising and mobilising me. I'm a little hurt. Also, you called me loud, so I'm sensitive. It's accurate, but it hurts me.
I'm going to give a +1 to Clem for being my weird scaly dragon buddy with me this week. That was a true bonding experience. Thank you.
Dragonflakes.
Yeah.
Tempted to call the episode Dragonflakes.
Oh, headlights. I think I'm gonna give my +1 to Olive for the exact same reason.
Okie dokie. And let's do our classes school rolls, please. Everyone make a mind roll, and please take note if you have any special modifiers from last week.
Am I still dazed, or am I like? Have I napped at this point?
You would no longer be dazed. You can take that off.
Not like it'll help.
Holy butt
Wow!
cheekaroo, Cicaticus! Wow, wow, wee, wow!
Savage!
Sorry, I just get my
Oh
11 here.
no!
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
no.
When he calls it, that's so
I muted
bad.
myself to let out a large curse. And not the magical kind.
Oh no. Okay. That was not the best. So let's start off with the Gryffindors. And yeah, we do need Lillian and Cornelia rolls. Thank you. So
Don't get excited, Mergs. It's not going to go well.
I know, but it just makes me so happy every single week.
to drag
I love them so much. I
them
miss
down.
them. No, but it's just like a nice offer. I just get to like open the page up and be like, oh, it's Cornelia. You know.
Just use that XP wherever you can. Okay.
Oh.
So, with the Gryffindors, Olive, unfortunately, normally rolls super solid in these, has not had a good time with this. The last 2 weeks has not been great. Okay. And let's see, that's a 5 from Olive, which is going to be -5 to the Gryffindor house points so far. Okay, and then Clem gets a positive 10 for Gryffindor with a 13. 70. Okay, and I will do the other Gryffindor roll since we're missing a Maisie today. That's a bad one. That's a 5. Sorry, Gryffindors.
Wow.
It's down to 65. All right.
Oh,
Hufflepuff. Oh no. Starting off with a -5 from Rosie.
Oh, no.
And
you should just get
you
like a
literally
button
only
that you can
once-
press.
I think
Have you
twice,
learned?
maybe.
A 7. Okay, that's a +5. Okay. And another 7. That's another +5. So Hufflepuff. Not bad. Not bad. And a net of a +5. That's good. That's good. Ravenclaw. Alex with an 11.
It's my +20 for me today. Just want to put that right there.
Okay. And let's see. We need 2 more rolls for Ravenclaw. Let's see what we get. That is a 6. That puts them down by 5. Okay. And an 8 adds 5. Okay, Slytherin, Lillian and Cornelia cancel each other out with a 6 from Lillian and an 8 from Cornelia, leaving Slytherin at 15. And the last one for me is an 8, so 5 for Slytherin puts them at 20. All right. Slytherin, I'm not the only one that's rolling bad for you now. I can spread the shame. Spread the shame. Yeah. So that'll be it for that. And let's go around the room. Let's do our shout-outs and our downtime moves, please. Zagonicus, would you be so kind as to start us off?
Sure. My downtime move is gonna be... I think... I'm gonna try and create a potion.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and create the dragon scale potion.
Okay. So, you're gonna have to basically get ingredients for this.
I have a bunch of galleons and sickles available.
Okay. Let's say...
If you need help, I've been tracking the prices of things and I have them written down so you can ask me. Because I have been doing potions for like the past 3 times.
You have been. I think what we're gonna say is this will probably cost you... Dragon scale stuff is expensive. We'll say this is gonna cost you like 7 galleons, I think.
Oof. Well,
Yeah.
I've committed anyway. It's too late. I've said I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. Roll.
Okay. A 12. Oh, yeah. You nailed it. It's a perfect dragon scale potion. Perfect. Right
Sweet.
color, right... The correct way that the potion is supposed to be set up is brown, and it's supposed to have the consistency of a milkshake. So it kind of looks a little bit like a chocolate milkshake. Doesn't taste like that,
Awesome.
though, at all.
Yeah. Speaking of perfect, you can find me everywhere on the internet. It's Godicus on all of those. I am super humble. I like to be fake humble. I find it the funniest thing ever. So if you want me to
Fumble.
make more terrible jokes and all the rest of it, then it's Godicus not the places. On Wednesdays, I do a relationship advice stream where we look at r/relationship advice or take ones from you guys, and we talk about why people should just talk to each other. Like, we learned that today. Just talking to each other is the way that you fix most things. And on Fridays, I do a little reading stream. So you can come hang out for that if you want to get back into the habit of reading. It's a good way to do it. Set yourself aside some time. Get involved with all of us who are doing it, and read a book. It's all good. I think this week I might continue reading this one, Stephen King on Writing. I've started reading it, as you can see, but I'm going to continue reading it. It's part biography, part collection of tips and stuff, so it's been really cool. I love Stephen King. I love the way he writes, and he's funny. So that's what I'll be reading. Pick out your book, and I'll see you on Friday.
Thank you, buddy. Eggs?
Hi, hello. Oh, it's been so long since I've gotten to do a downtime move. Do I even remember how they work? I think I'm gonna go with the good old classic of trying to practice spell casting.
Okie dokie.
Let's see.
Roll magic.
Ooh, yep, I don't know.
Oh,
why
no.
Today was not a good day for rolls, y'all.
No, and Olive is really... Don't you have, like, a lot of bonus stuff in magic, too?
All of my partial successes today, I actually rolled like 2s and 3s and 4s. My modifiers are so crazy that they just didn't fail. But yeah, today was
Double
rough.
one there.
Yeah, that was real bad. Hi, my name is Nego Oryx. I was playing Olive Everglade for you today. If you want to hang out with me elsewhere on the internet, you can catch me doing fun stuff at twitch.tv/Nego Oryx. That's NEGAORYX. And I do have 2 special things that I get to do /announce this week. So feel free to come drop a follow on Twitter and keep an eye out for some fun announcements I have coming up. Thanks, today was so much fun.
Thank you. Murgles?
Hello. Hi. I can I ask a question? Okay. So can I do a social activity, and can that social activity be calling or meeting with either my muggle or wizard therapist.
Sure.
Be like a social activity, right?
Yeah, I think it would be like a social activity. I read through the things and it seemed like it would allow me to read between the lines, which seems like a very therapist-y thing to learn.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I
Alright,
called up my therapist and I was like,
You sent them an owl.
I'm a wizard.
I'm a wizard. Please still help me.
Love to see the charts and diagrams that are written on that yellow notepad. Okay, an 8. You get a +1 or a -1 to your relationship.
Oh.
Who's your therapist? Maybe we'll do that for the therapist.
Can I get a therapist character?
Sure, why not?
Oh my gosh, yes. I love this. I love this for Clem. Okay. Quick, everybody, help me come up with a name for my therapist, guys.
Ignatius Punt.
Ignatius Punt.
Those are the first sounds that popped into my head. I'm really sorry that they were so awful.
Are you going with
What?
that? I was going to go for like Emmett or something.
No. Okay, cool. This is perfect. Ignatius Punt. +1.
Okay. Did you do your shout out for yourself?
No, I did not. Sorry. Hi, I am Murgles. I actually do have something to say today, which is pretty cool. So I'm Murgles. I'm an animator. I'm making an animated film live on stream. It's super rad. If you're into like that process, it's cool. You want to see a professional artist have existential crises every day about how they suck at art, even though like blah, every blah. That's
You want to stop with the art stereotype, okay?
Yeah, I know. I mean, unfortunately, it's true though. Like most days I don't want to do the thing, and you have to push yourself to do the thing. Anyway, but also I just started a new podcast with Pumpkinberry and Acorn Bandit about the series Dark from Netflix. So if you've watched Dark on Netflix, it is Dark Companion Pod. It's on the Geek Generation. It's super awesome. I highly recommend if you're interested in that show. It's going to be a fun time. So thank you so much for having me. I played Clementine for you today, and I hope you all have a good day. What?
Thank you, Murgles. Luxie.
Hi. I am also gonna have Rosalina cast or do a potion. What the heck, dude? She's gonna make a potion. I wanted to try making Dragon Tonic.
Oh,
It's a year
okay.
one. It's a year one, and it is instant. And it's just an eagle feather, peacock feathers, and a purple toadswort. So there's none of that in the apothecary. So I just priced it out at 4G because I feel like feathers can't be that expensive.
I love
right?
that you looked it up for all the prices and everything. That's fantastic.
I was like, please, just one of them. I was like, she probably could find a feather upstairs. It's fine. So we'll try it because potions is a mind roll. You don't get your our bonus, right? Because I have a bonus in potions.
Oh, that's your favorite class?
Yeah.
No, not for this
Okay.
roll.
But because it's a year one, do I get a +1 for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey!
Nailed it. The potion is perfecto.
Now we have a dragon tonic.
With blue and purple swirls. It's swirling all about. The Dragon Tonic potion cures sick dragons.
Hi, sorry. I went to write it down in my inventory list, and it goes right underneath my 1 fire protection. Kinda, because it didn't turn out so hot. Anyways, hi, I'm Luxie Games. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I play whatever. Honestly, if it's cute, if it's indie, if it's fun, if it makes me laugh, if it's scary, whatever. If it's gonna make me have fun, then I'm playing it. I got to play the nifty knitting Sims this morning, and I made a little cottage for a little lesbian.
Oh my God.
She's been knitting, and I'm having a good time. But we're also playing Kingdom Hearts. I keep saying that, but for the past week I was just only on Ooblets, so I was like, yeah, we'll play Kingdom Hearts today at some point, and then I was like, must get another Gleamy. Anyways, I'm doing that. I'm on every social media you can think of under Lexi Games. TikTok now. So if you're a youth, you can be on TikTok with me. There's some gay stuff there, video game stuff. Thank you for having me. Sorry I'm so bad at school roles.
Your TikTok is actually so good. And haven't you started doing like reviews of indie games that you like a lot? And they're really good.
Yeah, because nobody ever talks about them, and I love them so much. So I'm reviewing little indie games now. People keep telling me I should put it on YouTube, but like, I don't know. YouTube's really scary for me for some reason. I'm like, I don't know about that place. That place makes me feel nervous.
You should try, I mean, if you want. Only if you want.
Yeah, just throw it up. What's the worst that could happen?
Throw it up. Why not?
Just throw it up.
Thank you, Lexi.
Just like that.
Thank you. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your Headmaster of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. As always, chat, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to Luxie. Thank you, Murgles. Thank you, Negs. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Colo, we missed you. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow for Gone, Pumpkinberry's surreal thriller show that's being done. It's excellent. It's so good. And hopefully we'll see you on Friday as well for Facade, the horror show that I run. It's an occult detective horror show. We're getting close to the end. Of that show. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thank you, everybody. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Good night.
Bye.